Now, in case you missed it, there's a huge collaboration announcement between ZkSync and Hypercomic very recently. So to celebrate this official collaboration, Hypercomic is having a NFT minting celebration NFT. And this correlates with what you've been doing on ZkSync. So here, it's a series of tasks that you have to do. Well, not really have to do if you're already qualified for this. But basically for the part one, this one, if you have been doing transactions on ZkSync, up to 100, you can mint all three of these NFTs. So this one's a boost NFT. This one is essentially, it helps boost up the cubic mining power in the Hypercomic DApp. So this is good because this NFT, the ZkSync King NFT, has DeFi utilities as well. So we got until February 9 to mint this, and the others are still not open yet, so we can expect more for these, but we can already see what we have to do. So users who have been using ZkSync for over 2 months since activation. Okay, so if you have an older wallet, these are already automatically qualified. And then for part three, in February, yep, it's going to be D-Mail, TX Bridge, trading volume. And yeah, so far 3 parts. Part one, this one. Now for this one, it's more than just this. If you go to the airdrop page, so this is why this is also a 3-in-1 airdrop. We have 22 hours left to check our eligibility for the Hyco airdrop. Okay, so for this one, if you have over 60 transactions, I'm assuming that this is on ZkSync, that you're also going to be eligible for the Hyco airdrop. However, I noticed that it says only the first 15,000 people will be able to claim this, or essentially reserve this on a first come, first serve basis. So guys, if you haven't ramped up to 60 transactions on your wallet on ZkSync, then you might as well ramp it up now. Now, if you think you're short on time, I will show you a very quick hack in order to do this. You don't really need to use every other DApp, but if you do want to check out, everything from start to bottom, we have the full guide on boxmining.com. This was actually written 2 years ago. It's crazy. There's still a lot of stuff here that we haven't updated. We'll update it very soon. But if you want to look at the entire ecosystem of ZkSync, Layer 3 is a good guide to do so. Here, it shows you exactly what you need to do on on ZkSync. So all of the dApps that you want to interact with, these are different dApps. But if you just want to stick with one dApp, okay, and if you are low on Ethereum for gas, use SyncSwap, because for this one, it refunds you 30 to 90% of the gas on Ethereum. And most of the time, it refunds 50 to 60%. So it's actually not bad. I've managed to do 30 transactions in 10 minutes, having only spent $3. So it's actually pretty good, right? Now, another one you can do is also Tabi. This one, if you caught my tweet, this is also another protocol that's doing their airdrop. For this one, it's very easy. The link's in the description down below. It's mostly social task, but in order to complete the mission, you'll have to connect to Binance Smart Chain. But I think 2 of the transactions are on ZkSync. So at least you fill the criteria there. You get the exposure to the ZkSync transaction, and you get exposure to the Tabi airdrop as well. Right? So you also, if you want, you can share your referral link down below in the comments, or even on my Twitter if you're cool with it. All right, and then last but not least, GRVT. Now this one doesn't count as a ZkSync transaction because there's nothing on chain that you have to do here. But in case you missed my tweets, or in case you missed what's been happening on Twitter, the news. So this is GRVT. It's an essentially like a DOIDX, like a on-chain perpetuals for ZkSync, and this is their social airdrop campaign. And this one's a little bit fair because it's much more fair actually, because there's a weekly invite quota. So mine's already used up. You can only send your referral link can only be used twice in 1 week, and it's gonna refresh tomorrow. So not bad. So I think these guys have been doing it for either pretty long, or they're partnering with GRVT. They're giving them free points. But yeah, all of the links in the description if you need. But yeah, essentially, if you missed it, you should act on this now because it's very fast. Especially this one if you want the Hyco airdrop, because it's 15,000 people first come first serve basis. And I'm sure that there's many people out there that already did 60 transactions because it's very easy. ZkSync is very cheap to use. It's just as cheap as Arbitrum, especially if you use dApps with gas refund. So SyncSwap, Mute.io, you can check out the box mining article. Or if you want to go step by step, if you want to interact with different smart contracts on different protocols, Layer 3 is a good map for you to use. So it takes you through every single protocol on ZkSync. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Kakashi says when ZkSync will be distributing their airdrop. So the date is not confirmed, but I have I've heard that it will most likely be Q2 because it is also in line with their sequencers being fully decentralized. So their founder, Alex Glukowski, said last year that it's probably going to take a year or a year and a half to decentralize our sequencers. So Q2, I think that'll be the day, but I'm not sure. They haven't confirmed it yet, but I know for a fact that it's this year. Dwayne says, I haven't started farming ZkSync. Am I too late for it? I don't think you're too late for it. No. I think the snapshots are taken maybe weekly or monthly, but the fact that you have these tasks that you can do on Hypercomic, you might as well claim these NFTs, because even if the snapshot for the ZkSync is over, maybe they have another criteria, right? ZkSync will be rewarding if you're holding ZK24 NFTs, which are these Hypercomic NFTs. So hop on there, do the trick that I taught you, sync swap, just swap whatever you want. Try not to swap ETH to anything. So if you're going to be wash trading here, just swap another token to another token. So stables is a good trick because you want to save as much on Ethereum for gas.